Thank you, Madam Chair. According to CBS News, the airline industry still owes flyers upwards of $20 billion in refunds, which is simply unjust and immoral. That's why Senator Blumenthal and I sent a letter to the Airline Industries Trade Association yesterday demanding once again that every airline provide immediate refunds for canceled flights during the pandemic. We've now made this appeal over and over again, yet the airlines refuse to do the right thing. Will each of you commit to providing refunds for all tickets that were canceled due to the pandemic, regardless of whether you canceled the flight or a passenger canceled in order to protect the health of a family member? Will you commit to the refunding this money? Yes or no? Mr. Parker.
Senator, we refunded $3.2 billion of cash refunds in 2020 alone. We did that for every flight that we canceled. For flights,
no, I'm talking about the flights that passengers canceled because of their justifiable concern about the pandemic and the impact it was having on their health.
Yes, sir.
Will you refund that fund? Will you refund that money to passengers?
Yeah, what you're asking about is a case where someone has bought a non-refundable ticket, condition one. Condition two, the flight actually flew. So in which case, in that case, we did make the extraordinary, but as conditions weren't.
Will you refund to passengers the money that they spent on a ticket that they canceled because they were afraid of the COVID risk to themselves?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
Will you refund that money? Yes or no?
In the case of a customer who bought a non-refundable ticket and the flight went and still didn't want to go, what we did is say, well, we're not going to force you, we're not going to make you have it be non-refundable and keep your cash. We will give you a credit to use in the future to fly when you are comfortable flying, and that's where we are on those.
And will you have you removed an expiration date on that ticket so that they can take it whenever they want in the future?
In our case, we're at March 31st of 2022 right now on the expiration. We moved that as the pandemic.
Will you commit to making it unlimited in terms of the expiration date? Will you commit to doing that?
We want to make it. We want people to fly. We want to encourage people to fly. We have moved the date as the pandemic.
Yeah, again, I'm still not getting the answers from the industry. The passengers want the money back, and you're not saying you're going to give it to them. And at a minimum, they just want a voucher that they can use whenever they want to. They shouldn't have to worry that in order to get the cash that they have being used, that they have to jump on a flight in the next 3 months when the pandemic is now rising.
Right.
And they shouldn't even have to worry about that. You should be giving them the voucher now so that they know they can use it for whenever they want, in whatever month or year that they want, whenever they feel safe with their family member. And you're still telling us today you will not give those families that kind of a guarantee. And that's, unfortunately, industry-wide in terms of what the practice is. And I'm just telling you, for passengers in our country, they want fairness. They want to know that they are going to be treated in a way which is respectful. And I'll also add this, okay? The same thing is true with the fees, $30 for one bag, $40 for a second, $150 for a third. Does it really cost $150 to put a bag on a plane? That's a rhetorical question because obviously the answer is no. So time is brief, and I just want Ms. Nelson just to make this point. I'm shocked that some of the CEOs here today have suggested that we no longer need mask mandates on planes. Ms. Nelson, in the face of Omicron, children under 5 who still cannot be vaccinated, thousands of flight attendants who protect us every day, and that we still allow unvaccinated people on planes to fly in our country, do you believe that we should be lifting the mask mandate for people who are on planes in our country?
I believe that the government has taken a very responsible approach to this and is moving the mask mandate as we have more information about the pandemic. And we agree that it should continue to stay in place. It's a workplace safety issue, although I will be very clear that we do look forward to the day that we can vaccinate the entire world and get on with this and not have to have the mask mandate. We do need a consistent message, though, and it troubles me, too, to hear different messages. And I would hope that we would all stay on the same message, that we're going to follow the medical experts and we're going to do what's necessary to keep everyone safe.
Yeah, well, right now, there are tens of thousands of people flying who are unvaccinated today on planes in the United States. And it's unfair to people who are vaccinated to have them sitting next to them with their masks off. It would be wrong. It would be immoral to ever take that position. People are petrified. The airlines won't even reimburse people who have canceled the flight because they're afraid to fly, because they could be endangering themselves or their family members with coronavirus. And from my perspective, it is absolutely unacceptable that that's...
Senator Markey, I would also just add that we have heard from around the world that the confidence in air travel, because of what has been communicated, the controlled circumstances, including everyone having to wear masks, is why people have confidence in buying air tickets today.
And we should continue to build that confidence. And I just want to, just to finish up with you, Ms. Nelson, I just want to make it clear my support of the need to do more to put an end to passengers who threaten and assault flight attendants in our country. It is absolutely an epidemic, and we have to take the strongest possible action at the federal level in order to put it to an end. Thank you for your leadership on that issue.
Thank you so much.